Hey, it's One Plucky Pixel here, and welcome back to another creative design tutorial. In today's video, we will cover how to create a double exposure effect within Adobe Photoshop. Starting things off, we do have two layers. We do have our male model over here, and of course, we do have an image of the forest. In this case, if you are creating a double exposure effect, your main subject matter should be your bottom layer. The image overlaid will be your top layer. Starting things off, I'm actually going to make the top layer invisible. I'm going to create a new group above the model. I select the model layer, select new group, and I will name this model group. Now, we're going to use this group in conjunction with a lot of other layers and layer masks. To start things off, I do want to isolate the model. I do not want any of this white background. In this case, I'll navigate over here and select Object Selection Tool. I'll select it, click and drag it over my canvas, and just like that, our model is selected. I'll apply a quick layer mask, and automatically he is isolated. In this case, however, we do have our group. The group actually needs a mask. I'm going to click the mask on the model layer. I will then click and drag it onto the group and apply it like so. From here, I then click and drag my model layer into the group. And as you can see, the mask also applies to the model layer. The next thing we have to do is change the overlay image. In this case, I will make the forest layer visible. I then select the layer and alter the blend mode. In this case, we're going to use Lighten. And as you can see, the effect is taking shape. However, it is applying to our whole canvas. In this case, all we have to do is right-click and select Create Clipping Mask, just like that. Additionally, you'll see that some of the forest is missing from the shirt. I can actually bring this back into the image. To do so, I'm going to click on my model layer. I'll create a new layer above him, and I will call this Shadow Fill. From here, I'm actually going to utilize the basic paintbrush. In this case, I do want a soft edge, just like this, and I will utilize a solid black. And as you can see, as I paint, you can see that forest reappear in the image just like this. Of course, I can also lower the opacity, for instance, 15%. And in doing so, I can fade it in just like this. Now, in contrast, there are areas of the forest that I actually want to remove. In this case, I will then select my forest layer, apply a quick layer mask, and also utilize the same technique. I'm actually going to use a full opacity here, 100%. And in doing so, I can bring back more of the model's face just like this. To complete my composition, there is one more effect that I would actually like to achieve. Upon zooming closer, we can see that there is an area of forest here. And in this case, I actually want to remove the sky around the area of the trees. To do so, I select my forest layer once more. I'm going to use the Object Selection Tool one more time. And upon hovering my mouse over, all I have to do is click on the forest, and the background is selected. In this case, I will then go to Select, click on Inverse, and now I will actually navigate to my model layer down here. I select it, and apply a quick layer mask just like so. And just like that, our effect is now complete. We do have our double exposure image with a bit of a crop along the trees. Before we go, there is actually one more bonus step. As you can see, the model is cut out. We can actually see the transparency or the alpha channeling around our subject matter. In this case, I want to bring back a white background, and that is a fairly simple process. I'm going to click on my top layer like so. I then navigate to Layer, New Fill Layer, and select Solid Color. I select OK. And from here, I'm going to use a pure white just like this. I select OK. And finally, I click and drag my layer to the very bottom of my layer panel and drop it in place just like that. And voila, we are done. Of course, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out in the comments section below, and I hope to see you in the next tutorial. As always, thank you so much for watching.